Hi, my name is David. I'm here at IBC 2022 in the Extreme booth. And today we're going to go through and kind of walk through some of the basics of our software file-to-file transcoder, Cambria FTC. So let me switch to the machine with FTC. And here's FTC, and this is our main UI. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of walk you through the basics of this UI. And then I'm going to talk about some of the new features that we have added in the last couple releases. I'm going to go ahead and add a source file. There are new clips in here. So our FTC is a universal transcoder, so it could take in all different formats. So the idea is any format in, you could add filters to that. So if you want to do color conversion or add captions, that could be done through our software. And then you output and transcode to different file formats. So I've added a file, and you'll see that we kind of give basic information about this file. This is kind of on the source side. And we have this UI we're going to walk through to kind of do a basic transcode, but our application has an API that Extreme uses to work with us, but also you could automate jobs through a watch folder. So you add a source, and then when you add a source, there are various options. There's a player. You could go ahead and scrub through the file. You could set in and out points. We have a filters drop down where you could add various filters. So this is where you could do things like remove black segments from the file. You could go ahead and do color conversion. You could add markers. So if you're trying to insert something like Scuddy, you would do that through a filter. And then on the source side, we also have this audio mapper. And this is where if you wanted to change the tracks and the channel layout, that could be done through this particular interface. And then the next tab over is setting up targets. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And when we add a target, you'll see that you can select the container that you want to use. You then select the video codec you would like to encode out to. And then there are encoder settings as well as audio encoder settings down on this list. So you could go through and kind of configure the preset to exactly what you want. Once you're done with that, you can click on OK and just hit the convert button here, and then it'll start converting. So this UI is basically designed for somebody that uses our, somebody that wants to use our application to do some basic testing or to create presets that eventually they're going to use for automation. So I'm going to move to talking about some of the newer items that we've added into our product. So with every release, we're always trying to add new codecs, and so I'll show you a few that has been added recently. So with this version, we've added the Fraunhofer AAC audio codec. So you could find that in the audio drop down here. What version are we on? In newer versions, you'll definitely have that. And also, for the new version, if you select HEVC X265, we actually have added different ways that we could actually write HEVC. So this is the HEVC1 and also the HEV1. So with every release, we add in new codecs. We also use the NVIDIA NVENC encoder to accelerate the transcoding. And so you could find that under the codec dropdown. If you have the right NVIDIA card in the system, you could go ahead and select the NVENC and get faster transcoding. And some of the new things that we've added are that I can't show you here, but we've, in the last couple releases, added support for Linux. And so that was with 4.8, Linux was added, and with 5.0, we've actually enhanced it and made it more robust. And we plan to, in the next couple releases, add in Linode support as well as Docker support. So those are some of the new items that we have in FTC.